Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about my team selection for match day 1, and I'm also gonna discuss about my chip strategy, and I've already uploaded the UCL play guide and also my first draft of UCL. So if you haven't watched it, please do, and without further ado, let's just get right into it. So what you see on the screen is self-created FDR fixture difficulty rating. So I've got 16 teams in there, the teams which I prefer. So as you can see in match day 3, most of the teams have got green FDR, which means they have easy fixtures in match day 3. Only Barcelona and Bayern Munich have red fixtures because they face each other. So you can basically use your limitless in match day 3 because all the top teams are having a good fixture in that match day. Whereas you can see in match day 8 it's the same case, but in match day 8 all the teams are playing on the same day. So using your limitless in match day 8 will be futile because you won't be able to bring your bench players in for that match day. Whereas you can use your wildcard in match day 8, where you can just invest in just play starting 11 like we do in FPL, and your bench will be for off fringe players. Whereas in first 7 match days you need a stronger bench so that your players can come in if your starting 11 players fail, like we did in last season's FPL. So that's your wildcard window in match day 8. Or also there's a fixture swing, a small fixture swing around match day 5 and 6, where the teams that I will be targeting in first 5 match days, that is the likes of Man City, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich and Dortmund. Some of the teams fixtures turn a bit difficult, like Man City face Juventus and PSG in 6 and 7, Madrid face Liverpool and Atlanta in 5 and 6, Dortmund face Barca, and Bayern Munich have a kind of a mixed fixture run. Whereas Arsenal and Liverpool after match day 5 have got great run of fixtures. So just you can just wildcard your Man City and Real Madrid players double triple up in match day 5 and 6, and you can bring in Arsenal and Liverpool players, if that makes sense. I hope you have understood what I'm talking about. So there's 3, possibly 2 wildcard windows in match day 5 and match day 8, but limitless is locked in match day 3. So that's my chip strategy, and as I said, we'll be targeting Man City, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich and Dortmund in first 5 fixtures. So in our last video, a subscriber pointed out that Gregory and Kobil, neither then goalkeepers, played on the same day in many of the future match days. So I have done extensive research on the goalkeepers and captains, and I have made sure that they rotate really well and both get a chance to play. So I've mainly concentrating on Gregorio Karnasecki, the Atlanta goalkeeper, and Blaswich, the Salzburg goalkeeper. So both of them rotate very well with Gregorio, and all 3 are priced at 4.5 million. But I do like Gregorio and Karnasecki combination. So they only play together in the same match day, that is play on the same day only in match day 2. Rest all match days they play on different days, meaning you can have both of your goalkeepers in case the starting 11 goalkeeper doesn't return. So yeah, that's the combination I'm going with, Gregorio and Karnasecki. So now just move on to our team selection. So not much has changed from our first draft video that I put out. So defense basically is the same, and also the strikers are same. So I'm not gonna talk much about them as I've talked about them earlier video. So I only will talk about Lewis because I think Walker is gonna be fit at some point. He might already be fit, match fit, that is. So there might be rotation in that City side. So I'll be looking to upgrade Walker, Lewis to Guardiola, as Ake is out injured for months. So I think Guardiola will start every single game in Champions League as well as Premier League. So that could be the only one change. Rest all the defense I think remains the same. Barcelona, Dortmund and Real Madrid have great run of fixtures. Those are the team that I'm targeting, and I've got 2 fullbacks in there in Ryerson and Carvajal with attacking potential, and Kubarsi, just a 4.5 million enabler from Barcelona. And talking about my strikers, Mbappe, Holland and Gyökeres, I will talk about the captaincy rotation later on in the video. And Gyökeres, I like their fixtures a lot, Sporting fixtures. As I showed you earlier, Sporting have Lille in match day 1, PSV and Sturm Graz in 2 and 3 away games. Then you can just transfer him out in for Man City and Arsenal. So I like these fixtures for the price that he's giving, that is he's only priced at 7.5 million I guess, and the form he's in, I think he's a great enabler at that price. So yeah, these are my defenders and strikers. So the changes I have made are in midfield. So I've gone double up on Dortmund midfield. I have got Foden in there with Valverde. So again, all the teams that I said I will be targeting. So Sabitzer hasn't started for Dortmund in the league game. It's just 20 minutes right now and they are already 2-0 up. Adeyemi and Brandt has started and Gurisa is back. So I definitely think that Sabitzer starts in the Champions League. And I think Brandt starts too. Brandt is playing the number 10 role. They have changed the formation for this game. They are playing 4-2-3-1. They normally play with two fullbacks in Gittens and Rerson. So they have changed the formation for this league game. So I think they will be back to their normal formation, the fullback system, with two number 10s and one striker for the Champions League, as it's an away game. So yeah, we still I have doubts about these two after this lineup, but still I am pretty confident that I will go with two Dortmund midfielders, and I think Brandt and the Sabitzer are the one who play 80 minutes if they start, and I think they will start again in the Champions Leagues. So yeah, I'm going with those two. Then there's news that Foden is fit and fine. So if you are having doubts about, like I am, that there will be rotation in that Man City midfield like it's always has been the case, we can downgrade Foden to Rodri. So I'll talk about that later. Then I have Valverde in there, who's priced at 6.5 million, who has a knack of scoring goals in the Champions League, the long shots from the long shots. He has also great ball recoveries. So I've got him in there to cover the Real Madrid midfield. And I have talked about Bellingham in last video. I don't think he will get those numbers like he did last season because he's playing a bit deeper. So I think going for the Real Madrid attackers, that is front three and the holding midfielders, is sensible rather than going for Bellingham, who is a kind of a premium midfielder, that is 9 million. So that's my midfield. And the last one is Rafinha, who scored a hat-trick in the last game week in La Liga. He has been in tremendous form after the second half of the last season, and I think he's the one who gets the goals apart from Lewandowski in that Barca side. Lamine is the one who provides those assists. So I think from midfield, Rafinha is the one you should go for from that Barca side. So that's my team selection, but there are alternative ways that we can go. That is, I'm thinking if Foden is not a nailed on starter, which we know he won't be because there will be rotation, and if I decide to downgrade him to Rodri, I would have a chance to upgrade Valverde to Wirtz. So Bayer Leverkusen don't have that great run of fixtures, and I have already got Frimpong from Bayer Leverkusen, but Wirtz is the one who is on set piece duties. He's on pens too on some. So he's the one creative force from that attacking line. He also gets goals here and there, and he's pretty cheap to 7.5 million, so I could go for him, and that gives me enough to upgrade Rico Lewis to Guardiola, who probably will start every single game. So this is also one plan that I could go for one way, or this is the major thing here. If Lewandowski is fit, it solves all my problems, the captaincy rotation and stuff, which we'll be talking about later. So if Lewandowski is fit, this is the two way that I'll go. That is, I will upgrade Gyökeres to Lewandowski. I will downgrade Foden to Rodri or Kimmich. So if I want to upgrade Rico Lewis to Guardiola, I'll go Foden to Kimmich. If I don't want Guardiola or I am comfortable with Lewis, I'll go Foden to Rodri. So that's one thing. And other is, if Lewandowski is fit, that means Lamine Yamal is also that means you can literally develop on the Barcelona attack because they have got a focal point. Then I would go Brand to Yamal, as we know that Dortmund are already making too many changes in that midfield. So you can go Brand to Yamal. Then you can downgrade Carvajal to Emre Can. Emre Can is playing in midfield for that Dortmund side, but is listed as a defender, so out of position player, really well for the Champions League. Gets ball recoveries and clean sheet points too. And I will upgrade Weirds to Zane or Gnabry, so that will cover my Bayern Munich attack. So if Lewandowski starts, I will go with 1 or 2. So now we'll talk about how my team will look like if Lewandowski is fit. So basically this is the team. Only change will be Gyökeres to Lewandowski and Foden to Rodri. I might do the other thing, bringing in Lamel. I have already shown you what that would look like. So talking about captaincy, so this is for when my original team, that is when Lewandowski is not fit, if Lewandowski is not fit. So I got Mbappe and Holland. I have shown Kane just for the sake of it, cause I think if you can see, Holland has got first 5 green fixtures, then 8th green fixture. Mbappe has got first 4 green fixtures and 7th and 8th green fixture. So rotation is quite good there, whereas Bayern Munich have got a bit of difficult fixtures in the middle. So the thing is, Man City and Real Madrid overlap in only, that is play only together, that is play on the same day in only match day 4 and match day 7, whereas Real Madrid and Bayern play on the same day in match day 1, 2, 6 and 7, and Man City and Bayern Munich in match day 3, 5, 7 and match day 1. So accordingly I definitely want Holland in my team. So the best one that rotates with Holland is Mbappe rather than Kane, cause as I said, Real Madrid and Man City only overlap in match day 4 and match day 7. So in match day 4, Mbappe faces Milan at home and Holland faces Sporting away. So Holland can clearly grab at least 2 goals in that game. And in match day 7, we will be using wild card in 6 or 5. So we can change that later. Whereas for Man City and Bayern Munich, that is Holland and Kane, they play on the same day in match day 3, match day 5, match day 7 and match day 1. So you can't rotate in there. So I think going with Mbappe and Holland is the best way to go. So those will be my captaincy choices to rotate. We'll sort something out in match day 4. And if Lewandowski is fit, it again changes everything, and I think my team gets better if Lewandowski is fit. I'll have him in my team, and the one match day in which Holland and Mbappe play together, that is play on the same day, that is in match day 4, where Mbappe faces Milan and Holland faces Sporting away from home. Lewandowski has Zvezda away from home, so you can cap Lewandowski in that game week, and you can have punt at him in other game weeks too if you want to. So yeah, so I think this trio, this front three is the best way to go. For that we only need Lewandowski to be fit. So I've explained to you how my team will look like without Lewandowski, and with Lewandowski I've also talked about captaincy, goalkeeper rotation, front three rotation and our midfield. So I think you have got the hitch of it, that how the game should be played. You can copy my strategy or make your own, and yeah, this is my team selection. I'll also be doing the deadline stream 2 hours before the actual deadline of the UCL fantasy, like we did last season. And if this has helped you a bit in your team selection, please do subscribe to my channel and also hit the like button so that you will get notified whenever I upload the video. And I'll see you in the deadline stream.